is enough said.
Happy Wednesday, Heat Nation! Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Before we get started, guys, please show support, like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get all the updates. Now that we got that out the way, please join me as we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before we get started, guys, just a reminder, I will be at the Kaseya Center tonight for the 2025 NBA Draft. Tonight's the night. It is draft night, baby, and I'll be there. Now, I'm going to do my best to try to give you guys a live episode while I'm at the Kaseya Center. I'm gonna feel the lay of the land, test the water, see what I can do. I'll definitely get an episode, but I want to try to do a live one. I'll give you guys an update later on. Now, for today's episode, I want to talk about a couple things. Because as we know, we have the 20th pick for tonight's draft. And I'll be honest with you guys, I have no idea what the hell the Miami Heat's gonna do with it. They can pick a player, like a Walter Clayton Jr., Thomas Sorbet, Nick Clifford. There's going to be a lot of options. And there's going to be a lot of players that can help the Miami Heat now. But the Heat have been shopping this 20th pick. They're trying to get someone that can help them win and contend now. Especially since the Eastern Conference is going to be wide open next season. Now, the Heat made a little bit of moves yesterday. They extended a qualifying offer for both Davion Mitchell, and they extended a two-way qualifying offer for Drew Smith. Which basically means they extended the contract offers for them, which makes them restricted free agents. If a team offers them a contract, the Heat can match it. Or if a team doesn't offer them the contract, they have that qualifying offer. They also picked up the team option of Keshad Johnson for $2 million. So when you look at the Miami Heat right now, you guys, they have 14 players on this roster. And if they pick up Drew Smith and Davion Mitchell, that'll bring them to a full 15 players. And right now, it's looking like that the Miami Heat will most likely give their potential mid-level exception to Davion Mitchell. So that's basically running it back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have the same team for next season. Now, the only positive about bringing this team back for next year is that you have three players that are going to be potentially on expiring contracts. Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier. It's going to free up a lot of cap space for you next offseason. You're also going to keep your 2026 draft pick. So no matter what you do next year, the draft pick is yours. So yeah, that's a few positives. But Pat Riley's running this organization, you guys. I know Pat Riley is going to go after it this offseason. A lot of things were said in the press conference. A lot of tidbits were said. Things were said by Bam Adebayo, by Eric Spoelstra, by Pat Riley, and that shows me that the Heat are going to try to make a move. Now, I know Heat fans are disappointed that we didn't get Kevin Durant. But I was watching ESPN yesterday, you guys. I'm starting to feel that the Heat are looking to go another direction. This was said by both Stephen A. Smith and Brian Windhorst. And I know Stephen A. Smith, you guys, is up and down. But Windy was the one that caught me. Brian Windhorst. They both said that the reason why that the Miami Heat were not looking to include Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, and multiple first-round draft picks for Kevin Durant is because they're saving that for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that perked my ears up, you guys. Because we've talked about the possibility of the Miami Heat going after Giannis. We've talked about the fact that there's other teams that may have better offers for Giannis. Teams like San Antonio and teams like Houston. But Houston already traded for Kevin Durant. So it's going to kind of put them out of the running. So this gives the Miami Heat the flexibility to go after Giannis if he becomes available. And guys, honestly, I believe Giannis will become available. I know he hasn't requested a trade yet, but Brian Windhorst said a few weeks ago, and Sham said this too, he's going to lay the land. He's going to see what happens in the market, and a lot has happened. Kevin Durant's been traded to the Rockets. Desmond Bane's been traded to the Magic. You had the trade yesterday between the Washington Wizards and the New Orleans Pelicans, sending CJ McCollum and Jordan Poole to their selective teams. You're having a lot of moves that have been done this offseason. So Giannis is just sitting down and waiting. And you also had the Drew Holiday trade. I forgot that one. Drew Holiday gets traded back to Portland, who traded him to Boston 2 years ago. And apparently Drew Holiday is pissed off about that. That's another conversation we're going to have. Anyways, but the Miami Heat, you guys, I feel, have the assets and are poised to make an extreme offer for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know Giannis is most likely going to ask for a trade, you guys. Damian Lillard ruptured his Achilles. He's not going to play next year. He's not going to be there. They also traded for Kyle Kuzma, who just did not work with that roster. Brook Lopez might not be coming back. Who knows what's going to happen with Bobby Portis? That team, even in a depleted Eastern Conference with Giannis, you saw they got bounced in the first round. Giannis has said in the past that if he cannot win with Milwaukee, he already won a championship with them. He doesn't mind going somewhere else to win. Giannis has been linked to the Miami Heat for so many years now. He has a great connection with Bam Adebayo. They share the same agent. There's no state taxes here. It's a big market. These check all the boxes for what Giannis has said he has wanted in the past. So what do you give up for a Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because this is a guy, he is an MVP level talented player. He's 30 years old. He has about 3 to 4 years left on his contract. You trade for him to win now. But the question is, what do you give up? You want to pair Giannis with Bam and Tyler. That would be the perfect team. Giannis would be the ball dominant number one who can facilitate and be that monster he is. Tyler Hero would be the perfect number two option alongside Giannis. And with Bam Adebayo's defense being that perfect number three option, that's a contender, especially in the East. But what do you give up for Giannis? You go all in, baby. Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, Andrew Wiggins. You give them Duncan Robinson, who they can release and only have 50% of his salary guaranteed, but you can keep him. His contract's expiring. Throw in Jaime Jaquez or Haywood Highsmith. Throw in the 20th pick and throw in 2 future first-round draft picks unprotected for Milwaukee. Milwaukee, who does not have control of their first-round pick for the next 5 years. You can send them your 20th pick, 2 future first-round draft picks, and a haul. And ladies and gentlemen, for Giannis, I'm doing that. Now, Milwaukee's a second apron team. So you got to make sure that the contracts that you're sending out is not more than what you're taking back. Giannis next year, you guys, is making $57.6 million. They also have Pat Connaughton, who has a $9.4 million expiring contract. If Milwaukee adds him, now you can shed a little more flexibility for Miami. Pat Connaughton can give you good play on this team as well. He's a guy that can contribute off the bench. And if you're going to trade for Giannis, you're going to give up a lot of players. So you're going to need players to help you, especially fill out the bench role. But if you're able to do that and get Giannis, you can bring back Davion Mitchell in the mid-level exception. Now you can have a starting lineup of Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero. You can have, if you keep Jaime Jaquez, you add him at the 3, Giannis at the 4, Bam at the 5. I know Bam's not the perfect center, but if you're getting Giannis makes up for that. Giannis and Bam together in the front court, you don't need to keep Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware is going to be the shiny possession. And why does Milwaukee do that? Because you're going to have multiple players that you can build on. Nikola Jovic and Kel'el Ware, 2 diamonds that you can build for your future. You have Andrew Wiggins and Duncan Robinson, 2 players making about $48 million combined that could be off your books after 2026. You have a defensive presence in Haywood Highsmith. That team can still play in the East. For all you know, they're a play-in team. But this helps both sides. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Miami Heat have a shot at Giannis? Do you think we're fooling ourselves? I think it's a great package. But I want to hear from you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be at the draft tonight. Hopefully we can go live, but I'll be there, you guys. Let me know if you want me to say any questions, talk about anything at all. Let me know in the comments. And until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.